Well, the next big thing I have is the fall festival, but I don't want to get into that now because of the time. So I'd rather spend the rest of the evening doing like personal.
Trickster Dapplewings.
So that's the first one that came to mind.
Mistaken Gary, Booby Trap, Dapplewings.
And
House.
do you involve Griff and Koss at all? Are they the lookouts?
I think it'd be on plot to have Griff be not so present. So he's either present and agitated about it, or he's napping. Is the way that I think I'm gonna go with Griff, because I think he's always on edge.
Suggestion: right before the fall festival, like on the way to it, could be a fun time for Mistake to have a chat with Griff, so it can end with Mistake challenging him to see who can get the bigger plushie out of the games.
Yeah. Dapplewing Manor. We can end with that tonight. Go. You tell me what happens, and I will tell you what you find.
Hang on, I'm switching some spells out.
So, who all is coming to this?
Griff will go, but Griff will be groggy. I don't want to impose something, but I feel like, does this come with consequences? Do I have anything that's just like I should be watching out for? I'm imagining just don't get too angry, but...
Don't get too angry. You're still learning what is going on with you. You just know that the last time this happened, when you lost control, happened immediately after you got hit. So, every now and then when you stub your toe, you feel that anger coming back, but you are able to bring yourself back to the present, and you know that it's linked to pain.
He's purchased a guided meditation.
Of course.
Made by, and I think it was on record that he was once a counselor, Shmuel. Yeah. Can you just imagine guided meditation from Shmuel?
Absolutely.
Do we have to imagine, or can we hear some?
You just want to imagine that you're laying down there softly on the grass, but you want to watch out for bugs. You don't want to get bit by a bug while you're there. You just got to be very careful. Put on some bug spray before you. And also some suntan lotion. You got to breathe real good. Yeah, doing nice. All right, you got to stop breathing for a second. Okay, now you gotta breathe it. You gotta breathe again. Yeah, it's good. You're doing a good job.
Yeah. That's what Griff is listening to. Presumably with Koss.
Frustratingly calm.
Mm-hmm. This is our homework for
soothing languages. Yes, absolutely.
Perfect.
And so, Mistake and Gary are heading to the manor as Koss is babysitting Griff.
Okay, so what are you going for here? Because obviously we don't want to hurt her. So I mean, I could try and make this snare not hang her upside down in the air.
That would probably be best, yeah.
Or I could fill it with the sticky web stuff.
Sticky web stuff could be funny if it's, brief.
I mean, I can spray the stuff to undo it. I can make myself invisible and then spray the stuff to undo it, so it just goes away on its own.
That's not terrible, but invisibility's kind of creepy.
That's fair. Okay, I don't really know anything about how to do practical jokes.
Alright. So, here's what I'm thinking. You have the chocolate wine thingy, right?
Yes.
So,
it's a liqueur.
Whatever. It goes...
It's important. It's an important distinction.
It's alcoholic, right?
Yes.
There we go. Chocolate booze thingy. Anyway, that's the thing that she really wanted.
Yes.
So we set that up somewhere very conspicuous, like center of the room kind of thing, on a pedestal, on one of those fancy little pillow things, whatever.
I feel like if it's on a pillow, it'll slump.
I don't know, they have those fancy display pillows.
Do you have a fancy display pillow?
No.
Did you ask Koss to paint a fancy display pillow?
No, but she has those little couch pillows, right? That's basically the same thing.
Maybe? I feel like that's the part where it will slump.
It has a lid. So we put it somewhere fancy, in the middle of the room, very conspicuous, direct the lighting to it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be something around it that's going to cause some sort of surprise.
Okay.
It could even be like, the first one's a fake one. It's like, aha, pranked, got you, and then reveal the real one.
Sure.
Can also do, as you step forward, all your steps make silly noises somehow.
Okay, I could do that.
Cushion. Also, when you open the door, something falls on you, but it has to be something soft, like confetti, because we don't want to hurt her or give her a heart attack. I used to do leaves or water or something.
So we make her floorboards make fart noises and then drop confetti on her.
not necessarily in that order, whatever makes more sense.
None of this makes sense, Mistake.
Does it not?
I don't think I get it.
Right around then, you hear, are those the voices of Mistake and Garrett Grigg that I hear? And it's the Earl. You see him wearing an apron and garden shears that he's holding.
Earl, I was expecting you to be with Dapplewing out and about today.
Captain Dapplewing is with Low Shield in the backyard, trying out a new chair with wheels.
Oh,
Might I help you?
no, I really thought she was not going to be here at all.
She is not. She is in the backyard.
Right, but that's still like on the premise. I thought she's usually out in Central Campus around now.
What does this have to do with anything?
Absolutely everything. Do you know when she might be going to Central Campus?
He has a moment where, you hear the gears winding and he goes, Captain Dapplewing used to go out on weekends, but no longer. She has been feeling things. Do you feel?
Right now I feel a bit confused. Are you saying she doesn't leave the house anymore?
What does feeling feel like?
No.
That's a really hard question to answer.
It really depends on what you're feeling.
From my understanding, humanoids act differently depending on feeling.
Yep, true facts.
I miss the way Captain Dapplewing would act before the feelings.
But there you go, you miss things, that's a feeling.
Are you implying that the Earl feels?
Well, if you feel sadness, the captain's acting differently, not acting the way she was before.
What is your purpose here today?
I was really hoping Dapplewing wasn't here, but you're saying she is here, just in the yard. So do you know when she is going to not be here?
She was going to go on a walk in 5 minutes.
Wonderful. Just don't tell the captain that we were here, and we'll see you in 10 minutes.
And he turns around to leave, but then his head does a 180. Are you planning anything that Earl should be aware of?
It is only good things this time.
Good things. I will allow them. Once. And he just keeps going about his way.
Mistake grabs Gary to hide.
Yeah, within a few minutes you see Captain Dapplewing trying out this new wheelchair that Lochiel has made for her, and they both are leaving together in these wheelchairs. And you can tell Captain Dapplewing hates it. She'd much rather be wearing the crutches or something. They might even pass by Koss Griff. Are you guys up to anything as they're heading out?
Wait, you're exhaling. Wait, he just says stop breathing. I don't get it. I don't get it. I hate this.
When he says breathe, I think he means an inhale and an exhale.
Oh my god, he's so frustrating, but his voice is so calm.
I don't know if I would describe it as a calm voice.
I don't know, man. It's just lulling. But he's the worst instructor.
Yeah, he could be better. I do like his guest, though. On the tape, you hear next to Shmuel's voice.
Okay, now, take a breath. I'm Picard. Now, breathe out. Breathe in again, and then breathe out again.
Yeah.
At a normal pace.
Good afternoon, Silvertrove, Burning Hammer.
Oh.
Good afternoon, Captain.
Fine. They just roll by. However, the Earl, rolling by with them, stops. His head turns 180. And he goes, Your friends are up to something. I would protest, but I have a feeling that they are looking after the good of Dapplewing's feelings. Therefore, I am allowing it. Once.
I
Okay.
don't know the context for this.
Do not make me regret this.
We can't choose what you do.
His head turns back around and he keeps going. In the Earl's mind, he made the message quite clear. He's going to keep Dapplewing busy for now. So mistaken Gary. The Earl left the door open, like unlocked.
Okay, so what if we put the actual liqueur in extra-dimensional space? Is that funny?
It could be. How does she get to it?
You pull a rope and then it'll fall down.
Okay, that could be interesting. Is there silly noise or sparkles or anything that goes with it?
I can't add sparkles, I could add a silly noise.
Okay, that's a good start. So now we need to do something else to lead her to that.
Okay.
Through like, you know, deception and stuff.
I can spread grease everywhere else.
Or we don't want to kill her.
I mean, I assume she would see it and not walk on it, and then she would walk
Okay,
everywhere
the
else.
snare.
like a little maze.
A grease maze.
That could be kind of interesting if it leads like a path to where we want her to go.
Or a web maze. That seems easier to do as a maze. I think the grease would just kind of blob out.
That also works. So my only concern with the maze is she's not the most mobile at the moment.
Yep.
So hence why I'm like maybe just a meandering path that she has to follow. You know, when she goes in certain places, it lights up, does sparkles or confetti or silly noises or something. And if she deviates from it, then she gets stuck.
What if we took some of her existing furniture and made it too large so she couldn't get through the doors? I can only do that once.
Okay.
But we could make one really large couch so she can't go anywhere else.
Could we make all of her furniture upside down?
She's in a
No.
wheelchair.
Yeah.
No, Gary, not magic. Just physically lift it and flip it upside down.
Still no. Can you lift furniture?
Depends on the furniture.
I mean, if you want to do like her dining room chairs, then sure. If you want to do her couch, then no.
Could we put all the chairs on the roof?
Yes, we could do that.
Could we also do something else? Like, could we make everything pink or something? I think we need Koss for that.
Everything?
No, those are ideas for another time, I think. Alright, so we're going to put all the chairs on the roof.
Okay.
We're going to have a web path that makes silly noises or lights up or confetti or whatever.
Yep.
And then it's going to lead her to a room that has the fake, not wine, whatever, on a pedestal. Make it look all fancy. The web path leads right to it.
Yep.
And then, I don't know, maybe there's grease on that, so when she picks it up,
Oh, it like falls
it
off.
falls. And maybe that pulls the rope, that drops the real one down with its own silly noise.
Okay. I can do all of that. I can't put it in extra dimensional space anymore though if we're putting the chairs on the ceiling, but that seems fine.
Oh, we can either do the chairs on the ceiling or the roof. I was just going to move them to the
Oh, sorry, I meant the roof, but either way, I can't get up to the roof and make a web and make extra dimensional space.
Make lift do it.
I can only do 2 of those things.
I could probably get to the roof.
Oh, okay, well then you can just do that.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna need to get a list of all the stuff you're doing. So chairs on. As you guys are doing all of this, just as a bit of fun, you're setting up all of these pranks. You start noticing signs of change since the last time you were here, infiltrating this place. You notice there's a chair on the stairs now, which is the most visible change for obvious reasons. She needs to get up. And the chair, because it's a magic school, it's like a levitate chair. It's not actually on the track. Like once she sits on it, it could take her anywhere around the house. So that chair is there, but it needs like a code. You can't just play with it.
It also just acts as a reminder that you're doing this to a paralyzed person.
Yeah.
We're doing it to
I'm
be
teasing.
nice to
I'm
her.
teasing.
We're adding some whimsy into her life.
Yeah.
But I think in Mistake especially, I mean both of you, would recognize that in her study, on her desk, she's been reading the Rose Pentagara books. Not the books.
Yeah.
She's been reading copies of The Lore of LaRue, The Curious Case of Wisteria Vale, and The Price of Beauty. And funnily enough, there's also a very creepy doll that you saw last year up in the attic, and it is sitting on her study table. You can tell she's been reminiscing on some stuff.
Going to move that creepy doll to somewhere very concerning.
Oh, amazing.
Like in the icebox or something.
In the icebox.
I think thinking, where would I be really upset if I just encountered a
bathroom?
creepy doll? Bathroom maybe, but I'm thinking like something you open and it's right there, and the fridge.
Oh, well, okay, the fridge is also good, but I was gonna say when you're brushing your teeth at night and you open the...
Yeah, like, medicine cabinet feels like a little too small, but some sort of cabinet.
On the ceiling above the bed.
Who picks her up first?
Mistake.
Mistake.
Gary doesn't touch the creepy doll.
Mistake comes up for a good place to put Sassy Sally Jane, grabs Sassy Sally Jane, and she just goes,
I heard you snack on owlbear pellets.
Well, that was
Kill it.
not what I expected to happen when I picked this thing up.
I'm sorry, what was that? And Gary's just in the other room.
I think the doll is insulting me.
If you say so.
Well, what?
Mistake just brings the doll down into the study where Gary's putting all this together. The doll's insulting me?
Oh, well, fuck him.
Really? In those robes? No one believes that's chocolate.
The liqueur?
Maybe I'll put it on the roof of the chairs.
Just in a chair? Is
Yeah,
there a
like
doll-sized chair?
Probably not, but I'm sure I can make it stick.
Gross. Gross.
Doesn't seem to like your idea very much.
I don't think it likes anything very much.
No, that's fair.
and as you're taking her away, she just goes,
How about hells no?
these are right out of the book, I'm not kidding you.
So yeah, Mistake's going to tie this doll to one of the chairs that
Nice.
she's also securing to the roof. I don't know how she's securing these to the roof, but just
Yeah.
she is.
Anytime you say something out loud, she responds something sassy.
I'm gonna roll for an alchemy, make a chair glue.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a
Hey.
19 plus a lot of things. So Gary made a very good chair glue.
Hopefully we can get these chairs down later.
Yeah. with some kind of thing to get them off
Yeah,
again.
like
A solvent.
You're waiting, you said.
I think so. I think we'd want to be there when she gets it. Like, we're probably just like hanging out in her house, and then when we see her arriving, we'll like hide in a closet or something.
I feel like Gary was extra and he even set up an alarm so they would know exactly when she was coming.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Can I say, in this interim, while they're just waiting, Mistake asks Gary, hypothetical question for you.
Okay.
If you had a friend who...
Is that the hypothetical? If I had a friend. I have friends.
I know you have friends, I'm one of them. If you had a friend who was dating someone who was maybe potentially concerning, but you couldn't prove it, would you tell said friend that the person they're dating is maybe potentially concerning, despite lack of proof?
I mean, how strong is my feeling?
There were concerning things that happened, and there's a fairly small suspect list.
I mean, it probably would make sense to tell them simply because, if it's not true, then the worst that happens is
The
They-
relationship ends because now they're suspicious.
okay. Well, I mean, but if it's actually a solid relationship, then surely it could survive something like that, right?
I don't think either of us are good at answering that question.
That's a good point.
Your alarm goes off. Meanwhile, Koss, you see Captain Dapplewing come to a slow halt. And she tells the Earl, Earl, I didn't by any chance leave my chairs on the roof, did I?
I think Koss is in the middle of like an inhale.
Oh, come on.
Earl,
Just get in the hang of it.
call Lieutenant Stopoulos.
Koss looks over towards the manor and is just like, Griff, I don't think I'm gonna be able to focus on this meditation.
Griff has his headphones on.
Griff, are
He
you high?
exhales smoke.
That big cloud.
Griff, are you high in front of Captain Dapplewing?
That's not happening. That's not canon.
Okay, cool.
Griff doesn't vape.
A couple of Dragon's guards show up. Yes, can we help you? She's like, yes, follow me. Something's not right.
Griff is thoroughly relaxed.
Do you want to come with to see the fireworks? I hope there's no fireworks.
somewhere inside, Gary's just like, dang, I should have done fireworks.
Where are you two hiding as Dapplewing makes it to the front door with her dragon's guard?
Probably somewhere near where her final destination would be, like a closet or like a pantry cupboard if it's in the kitchen.
Okay.
In theory, I think we set it up like in the study.
Yeah.
So it's like some closet in the study or something.
So the first thing that happens after Dapplewing opens her front door. She's in her wheelchair, but she kind of wheels herself back. After you, Wilcox. Lieutenant Stopulus draws his sword. I'm sorry, Captain. I must ask, did you just cut the cheese? No, you idiot. Go, go! Somebody's obviously been in here. It's your job to... Okay, sorry. He goes in, and he takes one step inside. And I'm assuming the web is there,
Yep.
waiting for him. Is there a save for this?
Yes, dexterity save.
Lieutenant Stofflin walks in, does not look down before walking in. He's got his eyes ahead down the hallway with his sword out, and he just immediately gets stuck in the web. Captain, it seems I'm indisposed. She looks at his second in command. There's only 2 Dragon's Guard there, so the second one goes in, follows the safe path. Okay. What's waiting next? Is it the confetti bombs?
Yeah, because all along this path, like, different areas that you step do different things with, like, light and sparkles and silly noises. And
The younger Dragon's Guard guy is like, looks like it's safe, Captain. Just follow the wall along here if you could stand up. And I'll just poof, and then the confetti starts just spraying into his face, and he falls face forward onto the web.
we were expecting Dapplewing to go through with the wheelchair, so all of it was supposed to be above her. But
But she's concerned when she saw the chairs. So.
Yeah.
Once she sees that this is just a clown show, she's like, oh no. I thought I saw a doll on the roof. Don't worry, Wilcox I think is a false alarm. Must be another one of those campus dares.
Did the second Dragon's Guard fall like face first into
Yeah,
the web?
he fell the face.
Okay.
He's got his
Okay.
cheek against
Great.
the web. He's like, Captain, I
I
don't
just need
think
to
I can go
clarify
further.
It reminds me of the, like, Velcro walls that
Yeah.
you trampoline into.
So both of the Dragon's Guard are indisposed currently. They're trying to get like out of the web. One just his feet, one is face down. When Captain Dapplewing steps in, goes through the safe path, past the web, past the confetti, some fart noises here and there. And she would just yell out, whoever's here, presumably first years, please don't make me suspend you.
Roll initiative.
In response to that, assuming we can, because she's
Sure,
saying
sure.
it loud enough,
Yeah.
I want to make an instantaneous sound on, like, our side of the door, because it has to be somewhere I can see. That's just like the victory trumpets. Da, 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 da.
Childish students. And she keeps walking when suddenly she catches a glimpse of what looks like a bottle of liqueur.
Yeah, if she doesn't seem to be coming this way, Mistake will also thaumaturgy the door open to make sure she sees it in this room.
She does. And she's immediately mesmerized by it. And she takes a couple of steps. So she's holding onto the walls for support. But her eyes are now just glimmering with hope, almost, because she loves this liqueur. She's told you this. But she's also kind of wary, making sure that whatever she touches, she's very tentative, making sure that every step she tiptoes before actually taking the full step. And then she just stares really closely at the bottle of liqueur. Is there a role associated with
I would think of brewer's tools, or are you talking about the fake one or the real one?
the fake one?
I would go alchemist for fake, brewers for real.
Yeah, because I feel like, if you were making the real one, then the bottle was already something we could get.
Yeah.
So we could easily get another bottle and fill it with something that looked the same.
Yeah,
That's
same
what I
color.
thought, yeah.
And
So
with like a label on it.
this one's the alchemist supplies for like how good the fake one looks. 25.
Nice.
It looks very real.
Yeah, it looks convincing enough that she can't resist. She reaches for it.
And it slips right out of her hands.
Does it break?
We probably would have like made sure it was sturdy enough that it
Okay.
would.
We didn't want
Since
to
this
fill
is-
her house with broken glass.
Since it's a slapstick, can it like slide but upwards? Vroom,
Yeah.
vroom, vroom, vroom.
But eventually it pulls.
It pulls the real one down, which floats down gently?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Angelic sounds ring in her ears.
And also in the room.
Yeah,
And in the
Mistake can
room.
use Invisible Mage Hand and also Prestidigitation to do sparkles. To lower it gently to her hands.
And this one just falls gently, does not slip. And presumably now you come out?
Doing?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Mistake is like leaning her hand, trying to control the mage hand. She loses her balance, and her and Gary just tumble out of like the armoire closet that they were hiding in and just fall onto the floor.
She looks over at you.
Surprise!
You did ask us to visit more.
You scared the living daylights out of me. She throws a cushion at you.
Well, did the fart noises not give away that it was, all in good fun?
You say good fun. You say, Captain Dapplewing, is everything okay? Yes, good fun. Two of my best dragons god are in the hallway, trapped.
Oh, I'll go get them out. And Gary goes to, spray the web neutralizer.
And as he does, Dapplewing tries to help Mistake up from the ground.
Yeah. Mistake accepts her hand but doesn't really pull at all.
Where on earth did you get this?
Well, Gary made it with supplies found in the Feywild.
You did all that just for me.
We had to go to the Feywild anyways, but we
You
did.
just went to the Feywild.
Gary comes back in, it's the fake Feywild.
Oh.
Big wow.
Boom. Well, I might as well pour it. See what it tastes like. Do you care to invite your two friends outside, who I presume were keeping an eye on you?
Actually, they weren't involved in this, but they can still come in.
I think Koss is just standing outside the doorway where Sergeant Stopflos is,
Still
utilely
trying to-
tugging on his
Yep.
leg, attempting to help.
Hey there, Silver Trobe.
Hello, can I be of any assistance?
You can try.
Okay.
Mistake leans out and says,
Oh, that's
"Koss,
perfect.
you can be of assistance by painting this beautiful portrait."
Okay, I just want everybody to know I got a 0 on that strength check.
It's alright. It's alright. I'll just take my shoes off. That's fine.
Koss also falls into the web.
Yep, pretty much.
He's all-
Oh, so Gary had just gone in, he freed the dragon's guard who was on his face, but he didn't keep going. He was just like, oh, that's all of them.
Yeah, he got distracted by the other conversation.
He was like,
Came
oh,
back
I
in.
need to explain this.
And presumably, you spend a nice evening with Dapplewing, drinking some of that chocolate liqueur.
We did invite Griff.
You did. Everybody's invited.
I want to know how good the liqueur is.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, it's a 25.
Alright.
Sweet.
It is sweet. It's a liqueur.
It is, yeah. And so with that, next week we can